Hello, everyone. Very wonderful morning and wonderful evening, everyone. Welcome to the 29th day of my time. So glad, everyone, and so glad that we are spending our valuable time here for coming together, meditating together, and listening to masters and their experiences and inspiring each other. We are in a wonderful journey of 29th day. And today, again, we are going to hear from another master. So before that, let's sit into meditation. So I request Sharad sir to guide us into meditation.
Hey, thank you, Nikhil.
Thank you.
So let's get started. The essence, the core of all these sessions we have been doing for the last 29 days. All right. Okay. Please take out the specs. If you have any specs, take out. Let's go deeper into meditation today. In meditation, there is nothing to do, a non doing. We don't do anything. In any doing, mind is involved. The very essence of meditation is trying to minimize the mind in a right way so that our true self is revealed. Healing takes place, we gather knowledge and understanding. So that's why there is nothing to do in meditation. For that, we have to engage our mind in a singular activity or observation. A simple observation, which is anapanasati meditation. Method is very simple. You have to sit comfortably. In Sanskrit, it is called as sthira sukha asana. Whichever posture you are sitting in, it should be comfortable and you should be able to sit for a long time if possible. And then, because we get lot of cosmic energy, and law of physics says that if we don't form a circuit, that energy can escape. So that's the reason why if you're sitting on a sofa, you should cross your legs and then clasp your fingers like this to form a circuit. And then, without any hurry, you should slowly close your eyes. When you slowly close your eyes, you don't trap any light. Now, I request all the masters to find a comfortable posture first. Before that, you can switch off your lights wherever you are if it is required. There is no urgent work to do at this point in time. There is nothing to think. Gather yourself from everything you have been doing this morning, this afternoon, this evening. Gather your mind. Sit down, settle down, relax your body, cross your legs, clasp your fingers, slowly close your eyes. Relaxing your body is important. When I say relax, see that your body doesn't have any tension, any stiffness. Relax. Take 5 seconds time, sincerely, seriously. The next 5 seconds time, just to observe your body from toe to head. Gather yourself. Now, as you observe your body, you will see the biggest sensation in your body is breath, the movement of breath. It starts with inhalation, ends with exhalation. Again, the cycle begins. If you are a regular meditator, there may be a gap before inhalation starts or after inhalation ends. Our task is observing your breath, bringing your mind from various things to one thing so that you are with the breath. See, once the exhalation is completed, inhalation starts on its own. Just catch hold of that breath and be with it. Don't alter your breath in any ways. Do not give any other task to your mind other than observing your breath. There are so many things happening in your physical surroundings. There are so many things are also happening within your consciousness, internal. But you have to be with your breath. Relax. Take 10 seconds. Sincerely, seriously, to be with your breath. There will be light meditation music anytime to keep you in this state. Don't count your breath, masters. Do not analyze. Do not pass judgments. No bad, good, and ugly. Just be with your breath. In meditation, awareness expands. Lot of things will come, thoughts will come, there will be sounds from the background. As you deepen your meditation, this awareness brings so many things for your experience. But you have to be with your breath. Cut the other things as they arise. This way, we will learn to observe everything passively without indulging, without involvement. Be with your breath, masters. Let each breath lead you into deeper meditative states. Relax, be with your breath. Be with your breath, masters. Don't think thoughts will arise. Cut them. Come back to your breath. Observe your breath. Be with your breath. Flow with the breath. Don't recall any memory. No past, no future. Just be with your breath. Go deeper. Be with your breath. Few more minutes, masters. 3 more minutes. One minute. Music will fade, please. Be in this state. You can continue in this state. 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rub your palms. Keep it on your eyelids. Take a moment and slowly open your eyes. Masters, in meditation, your awareness expands, your consciousness expands. There are so many things which will come into your experience. It starts with out, from outside, but as you observe your breath, it will go inside, and many things will come into your experience, hitherto unknown. All those things needs to be ignored or passive observation. You have to be with your breath. That's how the awareness expands. Knowledge is gained, no judgment, no recall of any memory, no trying to understand. understanding will come. Meditate daily, practice it, you will know. Thank you so much for meditating with me today. Over to you, Nikhil. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharad sir. Thanks for guiding us such a beautiful way into meditation. It was very wonderful experience being in such a deep meditative state. Always deep meditative state is a great experience. Thank you for that. And coming to the next part of our session today. So today we have Sravya with us for sharing her experience, and she has been into meditation from 18 years and very great follower of Patriji and his teachings. And from past 1 year, she has started a Vidyan Foundation to specifically empower women. And she's also a women empowerment coach. And we see how important women play a important role in our lives. And now to empower them is a very much need in today's current scenario. And taking up that responsibility is really appreciative and inspiring. And let's hear today her experience, her journey, and how and what made her to take up this woman empowerment coach and Vidyan and all those things. Over to you, Shravya. Welcome.
Thank you, Nikhil. Thank you, everyone here. First of all, my heartfelt pranamas to Guruji Patriji, PSSM. Today, we all are here because there is one platform which has connected all of us. And that one platform is PSSM and meditation. So, before we start anything in a day, we should be very much aware and very much grateful about our basis and our roots. So, as Nikhil ji has already introduced, it's been 18 years of my journey into PSSM, and before that, I have learned Reiki. It was only for, I'll just give a very short introduction about myself, how I have landed into meditation. So, the destiny has taken me to the classes of Reiki where they have they have taught about everything in spirituality. Could be higher bodies, chakras, astral masters, and healing, meditation. So I learned everything in those workshops in those 3 days. And when I was coming back from those classes to my home, suddenly I felt that, this is the purpose of my life. Spirituality and meditation is my purpose of life. Just over a blink of an eye, that was very clear. It was very clear. Once I came back, I started doing meditation. And the technique which is taught in Reiki, the meditation technique is quite different from ours, where you have to chant some mantras and there is altogether a different procedure. After coming back, since I was only introduced to one meditation, I only knew one meditation then, I immediately started doing it. And just within 2 minutes, 2 minutes of me doing that meditation, because of course, the past life practices of our meditation that we have, very easily, although the technique was different, I knew the way to go to deep inside me. And when I went within me, I heard a voice, don't do this meditation. First of all, I was little afraid that who's this person talking. I searched in the entire home, and at that point of time, only me and my mother was there. So my mother was busy working. Again, I came back, I sat in meditation. Again, I heard that voice. Then I thought if this voice can speak, it can also listen. And then let me see if it can communicate back. So I asked it, if not this meditation, then what should I do? And the answer came, wait for 1.5 years. The right meditation will come searching to you. Now, this voice was very trustworthy, very trustworthy. Somehow I felt I can count on it. I did not knew it was at that time my inner voice or my intuition, but I knew it was some voice which I can absolutely bank upon. Just like how a child knows that with her mother, with his or her mother, it's very safe. So similarly, I knew that this inner voice was quite safe for me. And then immediately I stopped that meditation. And from there, I waited for 1.5 years. And I waited in such a way, not that I just forgot about it and then out of the blue something happened. Every day I used to check how many months are left, how many months are left, because I wanted to verify and validate something which I have heard, which I have never heard before. Will it really guide me to the path? And exactly in the last month of that 1.5 year, suppose if that 1.5 month is, it's getting over in February. Exactly in the month of February, I received a call from my aunt, my father's sister, elder sister, and she said, I heard that you have learned Reiki, some different, where there is a practice of meditation. Even I am learning, I am doing something called as Anapanasati meditation. Then I was very interested. She asked me, tell me about that. I said, forget about this. You tell me, what have you learned? I'll tell my part later. And then she was explaining what is Anapanasati meditation, how do you do it, how many days you have to do it, and who's the founder of that Anapanasati meditation right now, who's running it, and about PSSM, about full moon, about the importance of 41 days of meditation. It was a long call of almost 1 hour. And the moment when she was explaining the procedure, clasp your hands, cross your feet, close your eyes, and observe your breath, my inner said, yes, this is the right meditation. Just go and do it. Then I said, let's end the call. I have to sit in meditation. After that, I started doing meditation on my own. It's very simple. We all know, right? The procedure is very simple. You don't actually need any guru. All you need is the information to do meditation, and that will guide you further. Then I sat in meditation, and it almost took me 2 weeks to make my body accustomed to meditation, since it was a very young age, and also I was very bubbling child, so I never used to sit in one place, and even making myself sit in meditation for 15 minutes was quite a big time. So I just used to, it took me 15 days from there. And after 15 days, when the body agreed to sit every day for 15 minutes, the mind compromised. The moment I observed my breath, I saw that the third eye got opened. And from there, the remaining 30 days was an absolute bliss. I was experimenting as I experimented before. Okay, an inner voice said this is the meditation. Now it said this is the right meditation. My aunt said do it for 41 days so that you cross one phase of meditation. And then, so I started. That's it. No expectations, nothing. Simply do meditation because it's an inner call. In those 41 days, everything, every question I had, every doubt I had, everything got an answer. Being a very shy girl back at that time, I never used to even go to my parents or teachers to ask the questions, because somehow I felt they wouldn't respect those questions, or maybe they don't have the answers. So I always there was a question mark. Who will answer? What are the answers? And to all those questions, the answers came in my own meditation. Once the answer used to come, I used to knew this is right, and that very moment I used to follow it. Then I started seeing a change, that meditation is just not helping in that 15 minutes, but it's also reflecting outside. That means even when I am not doing meditation, I'm able to get and draw that guidance, and that is called as intuition. So after that 41 days of journey was over, that was the day when I would make a call whether I would continue this or not. So after 41 days of my journey, when I gathered all my experiences, one thing I understood is that in meditation you get sheer guidance from your within. And that was a great example. my own experiences were great example, not one, two, but there were many where I got absolute clarity, absolute guidance of what to do next. And when I have done them, I saw great progress in life, all in that 41 days of duration. So after that 41 days of duration, it was very easy for me to take a call of if to continue or not. And my decision was to continue, and continue till when? Till the last breath of my life. Most of the people, when they come in meditation, they come with an experimentation. Let's try, let's just figure out if this is working or not. And then some people continue, some people discontinue. So always that question, why are we into meditation, is very important. And for everybody, this why we meditate keeps changing. For example, for some people, the why is there is some core, there is some center, there is some anchor, and I want to be there, I want to experience it. For some people, it is to, they may say, I want to cleanse my mind. For some people, it could be the balance of emotions. For some people, they would say, I want to improve my lifestyle. Some people say, there is some truth, I want to find it. So for everybody, that why is different. For me, the why was inner guidance. I always wanted somebody to guide me exactly bang on to take the right decisions, because to do or not to do always becomes a $1,000,000 question. The whole life gets pissed off between this yes and no. Shall I do it or shall I leave it? Even after a person takes a decision, yes, there is a category of people who are satisfied. Okay, I've taken a decision, fine. And there is also a category of people where they say, I've taken a decision, but I am not still sure about it. So even after walking the path, still it becomes unsure. So for me, the very reason or the why I have come into meditation is intuition. And second thing, which is very, very important for everybody who is living, is purpose of life. This is often a term which is actually of very much of great relevance, but we always must check whether we are aligned with the purpose of our life. That alignment is very important. Every day I check, am I living my purpose of life? When I say it, I absolutely mean it. Every day I check, am I living the purpose of my life? Because we have taken n number of multiple lifetimes because we have got distracted from the purpose of life. Came for one thing, done another thing. Came for one thing, taken another path. Every lifetime or most of the lifetimes it went in different paths. So therefore, for the soul, purpose of life is very important. For body, food is important, sleep is important. For mind, entertainment is important. For intellect, knowledge, information, books, that is important. And for soul, the purpose is very important. No soul comes randomly just to check what's happening. No, every soul comes with a great purpose. And when you live that purpose, when you are bang on living that purpose, you can find it out. How? There is a litmus test for it. If there is a great satisfaction inside you every day, then for sure you're on the path, you're bang on the path. If there is something restless, something you're feeling, no, this is not right, or there is some sort of confusion, or something which is misaligning, we tell, no, there's something which is not going right. What is that? We diverting from the path makes us feel restless, that no, this is not right. No, this is not the right person. No, this is not the right place. No, this is not the right project. But when you're bang on the path, you know it. Yes, I am in the right place. I am with the right people. executing the right projects. Why? Because your soul's blueprint, whatever is your soul's blueprint, you're absolutely living it. So here comes the role of intuition. Your intuition tells you whether you're living exactly on the path or not. Your intuition will bang on guide you whether you are living your purpose or you got distracted or diverted. So, two things which is very important in my life is intuition and the purpose of life. Every day I check whether I'm living my purpose. Every moment I check whether I'm aligned with my intuition. Intuition is not something which we only take during the major decisions of our life. No, intuition is something which we take use in every decision of our life. When we do that way, we are living a life full of purpose. In the year 2018, Patriji once told me, there is a book which is written on you. And when I asked him what is it, he said, the women, the torch of future. And I asked him, what does this mean? So he said, in future, you're going to guide crores of women, millions of women, billions of women into meditation. And that will happen to you, through you. At that time, I've taken it completely. But then I waited for the right time for the things to open up. And almost after 5 years of what Patriji has guided me that time, last year, suddenly one day I felt that now is the time when I should give direction, guidance to women. And then, sheerly based on the intuition, one day we started the Zoom sessions. We thought of taking it for a very small crowd of around 5 to 7 people. Within few days of 2 to 3 days, it went to hundreds. And then when I was meditating every day, that clarity, I started getting more that the purpose is to teach meditation to the women. Why especially to women? See, men, women, everybody are same. When we look from the perspective of soul, it's just experiencing in two different bodies. Like either, you living in India is one experience, you living in US another experience, you living in Canada is another experience, right? So experience differs. Similarly, soul is one. The experience of being in a male body is different and female body is different. But when it comes to my purpose of life is to spiritually empower all the 3.9 billion women on this earth through the practice of right meditation. So that is my purpose of life. And the moment I knew this was my purpose of life, immediately my target audience changed. Before it was the whole world. Then it became laser focused. Okay, it is the women. It doesn't mean that I will not guide men or I won't teach meditation to them, but it is more like your focus area becomes increased, or you become to the point. So what is important is, first, finding the purpose of your life. Second, living it. Remember, if you have to score 100 out of 100 when it comes to purpose of your life, and you have scored 99 out of 100, after vacating the body, nobody will give you an exception that, okay, you have scored 99, let us promote you. No. You have to come back to earth to finish that 100 out of 100, maybe for 1 point, but you have to come back. So it's important that we know about our purpose of life and we live it, we live that path and we complete it. For every soul, that is important. Otherwise, why you and me are again born on the earth? Because there is some portion of syllabus which was not completed previously. Backlogs, plus this life's new, new syllabus or new portion to complete, we are here. But when we do meditation, what happens in that fire of knowledge, in that fire of wisdom, all the past backlogs, that is all the karmas gets burnt. So again, two things are very important. One is meditation, another thing is seva. Which seva? Spiritual seva, the highest. More or less, everybody, even though they're meditators or non-meditators, everyone, all of us, we keep doing some or the other kind of charity, right? Charity is not something new to you, new to us. When after coming into meditation, certain things got, the concept of donation got introduced. No, we are used to it from our childhood. We would have seen our parents or the elders in the family donating either food or clothes or sponsoring to somebody's education, right? These all things keeps happening in every household, because it's basic that you donate, what you give you get, or you donate and your karma gets reduced. We know all these concepts. But then, even after doing seva, why are we reborn? There are so many masters who have served a lot, maybe for themselves, for the immediate society, for the nation, for the world, yet they are back. Mother Teresa, a great example of service, right? How much service has she done? Yet she's again back in this lifetime. Why? Because service also, even in doing service, we must do the highest service. Whenever people do service, they do it from the heart. That means heart chakra. Giving to somebody, taking care of people. It's all from here. But the spiritual service happens from here, from your Sahasrara. That means you come into meditation, you have certain experiences, you have just realized, oh, meditation has changed, has got so much of change in me. The same change should come in everybody. So what should I do? And then you go out teaching meditation, or you participate in the activities where a lot of meditation is getting promoted, where it is going to new people, or you participate in vegetarian rallies, or you contribute your finances in pyramid construction, or you be a part of the literature through which spirituality is going everywhere. Some or the other way, you ensure spirituality, direct meditation, wisdom, spiritual literature, or through pyramids, it's reaching out to the world, because we know these things are the ultimate tools of service. So even in service, do the highest service. If you are that person who always does a lot of donation, then continue doing that donation, but now give it to the places where meditation is taught. You can either bifurcate in both or completely come into this path, because this is the only path which will give you liberation. This is the only path which gives the soul the ultimate enlightenment. When I came into meditation, Patriji told me, if you are very serious about your enlightenment, stop eating garlic. That day, I understood that enlightenment is actually something which comes with you doing meditation, with also it's related to the food items. That's why we say strict vegetarian diet, right? We say, okay, you're a non-vegetarian, fine. Start meditating and keep it in your mind that vegetarianism is the highest, and then the changes will happen. We completely recommend vegetarianism. We say be a vegetarian. Then we say no garlic, no mushroom, no microwave food, because those are the things which has the influence, which has the capacity to influence a person back into, divert into non-vegetarianism. Or even if you're a strict vegetarian, still if you consume garlic, mushroom, or microwave food, it will influence a person into tamasic way. But here we are in spirituality, we are here to go even beyond sattvic. We all want to go to the nirgun state. So the food item is very important. That's why for enlightenment, meditation is important, vegetarianism is important, and spiritual service is very important. We have to do meditation, we have to teach meditation. So Patriji, when he said, you are yet to become enlightened, if you want to become enlightened, these things, that day I realized, oh, I'm not yet enlightened. So you just come into meditation, you do meditation, that alone will not help you complete your journey. From that day, I was very serious. I was very serious in path of my meditation. I used to ensure I'm teaching meditation to everybody, whomever I'm coming across. Wherever there is a possibility, I used to participate in the rallies. Whatever funds I used to have, I used to donate. It was my prime thumb rule that whatever money is coming, whatever, in form of either my salary or before even I used to work, I used to take all pocket money from my parents. I used to ensure I used to take, and everything I used to donate. Wherever pyramid constructions used to come, I used to just convince my parents and I used to send money there. Why? Because our contribution should be there in the loka kalyanam activities. That is the way that you get enlightened, and that is the way that others get enlightened. So every possible way of service, I always took it up. And those, after that, after Patriji said that statement, you're not yet enlightened, the next 10 years I have worked like anything, and my goal was only to become enlightened. Now you ask me what is your goal, I'll say to empower all the 3.9 billion women on earth. I want to bring everybody into meditation. But that time, if you would have asked me what is your goal, my goal was to become enlightened, to become self-realized, to come absolutely out of every kind of suffering. And exactly in 10 years, I achieved it. One day in Pyramid Valley, when me, my Guruji, Patriji, and some other people were sitting, Patriji said, meet this great master. She's already enlightened. She's in the second phase of enlightenment, that is, enlightenment after enlightenment. And that day I was like, oh my God, it took me 10 years to achieve it. So, will just meditation help you? Of course, it will help you. But along with meditation, the fastest way to get enlightened is through spiritual service. Only by meditating, if it will take you 100 years to get enlightened, with meditation, with spiritual service, your path becomes very fast. Your goal reaches very fast. I'm in Bangalore, I want to go to Delhi. I can go via walk, via road, via train, via flight. Which is the fastest? Flight. It reduces the time and it has a cost to pay. So here, to get enlightened quickly, the cost you pay is your time, your energy, invested where? In spiritual service. People have trackers, right? I want to do this, I want to drink 2 liters of water, I want to go to gym, I want to this. Tracker is never ending. I have a tracker. First thing is, teach meditation to a new person today, and every day I ensure I check it. Every day. First, when I started, it was very difficult always to find new people. My focus is like, once you find new people, teach, go. But then I started finding new people because I want to take it to them. And that is also not anybody, it's only for women for me. So every day I ensure I meet a new woman, I teach meditation to her. That's the first thing in my tracker. Second thing, reading books. Reading at least 10 pages every day of a spiritual book. Why? Because it fine tunes my enlightenment. And then comes any other things. So, please ensure that you find the right path. I'm sure you all have already found the right path. That's why you all are here. Find your purpose and live your purpose. And your intuition will guide you to live bang on apt with your purpose of life. Thank you very much, Masters. Yes, Nikhil.
Thank you, Sravya, for wonderful sharing. I have a question here. So, in your journey, meditation journey, even after getting into meditation, you didn't immediately realize, or you didn't get the intuition to, start this woman empowerment. right? Over a period of time, you got with your sadhana, you got this intuition developed, and you found it. And you might have gone through these different stages of your, changing of your goal, all those things. So this happens to every youngster, especially. So to take the decision of their career, or it may be. So how meditation helped you to fine tune your intuition, or to listen to your intuition that yes, this is my way. Because a lot of times for us, even when we get the intuition, we get confused, because is it intuition speaking or the intellect speaking? We get
Mhm.
this distraction, or there's some kind of confusion. So how you got this clarity, so that would help so many of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So
first thing
first
is,
is
when you
when
are, I'm just hearing my resound. Okay. Yeah. So, the first thing is, see, always remember the purpose of life doesn't unfold if you're in the step A. The last Z will never get unfolded to you. When you're in A, B will get unfolded. When you're in B, C will get unfolded. When you're in C, D will get unfolded. So it took me this 18 years of journey or 17 years of journey for the Vidhyan to get opened. Because when I'm first talking about my experience, if on the day one, if I would have knew that okay, empowering women is, my absolute one-pointed purpose of life, then at that point of time, I was not as enlightened as I am now. Right? When you come, you don't have clarity on many things. If that time this would have got revealed, I would have gone mad, because on one side we are saying we are soul, or we are trying to know and get realized about it, right? And then on the other side we are speaking about women. Then it doesn't sit. And in the initial years of meditation, when you come into meditation, you come into meditation first for yourself, you know, to take care of your body, your emotions, your mind, and for your spiritual enlightenment. As I said, the first thing which was very important for me was to get guidance. I was getting it. Then what next? I came to know I'm not enlightened. I started working towards it. So, in the last 16 years or 17 years of my spiritual journey, it took me that much time for me to become realized, for me to become enlightened, for me to become aware, and to me to work on myself. Initially there was suffering in my life. Something happens and then you actually get shaken. Some death happens and you are like, why did this happen? So many confusions, right? So it took me these many years to understand a lot of concepts of spirituality, which will first basically make your foundation right. So to make my foundation strong, it took me almost 16 to 17 years. And after that, after you come into that stage, next thing gets opened. And after few years, next thing will get opened, then next thing will get opened. So on the first time, always the end thing will never be shown to you. That is one thing. And your second question was how to make a difference between your intuition or the thought, whether it's coming from mind or from soul, right? So first thing is, intuition is something which directly comes from the soul, and thought is something which comes from the mind. Okay, so now how do you make a difference? I'm asking, we don't even have to make a difference, just attempt it. You get something. You know what I do? I keep here absolutely free. The mind, I never allow my mind to say do this or not do this. No. What I do, I get something, I implement it. Okay, I'll give you a very simple example. Once what happened, in my house, I have a house help, I have a maid. So she takes care of most of the things at home. So after she washes all the clothes and she puts it back and she leaves. So whenever I fold the clothes, so I have this habit of collecting a lot of jackets. I really like it. So one day when I was taking one jacket and when I was folding it, I just felt, you know what, this has to be given to my house help. Maybe she needs it or she'll give it to somebody. Then I was like, okay, fine. I kept it inside. Let me give it when she comes. It's hardly that we meet. Then again, second time, when I was folding that, I was getting that thought. I was like, okay, I'll give it immediately next time when I meet. Almost I got this thought for 10 times that one day what happened, I just kept it aside and I was waiting for her to come. After she came, I handed it over to her. Then immediately she said, you know what? I really liked it and I was waiting for it. I wanted to give it to my daughter. Then I was like, oh, okay. This is not intuition. This is her thought which got absorbed in that, particular object. What happens when you meditate more, you become more sensitive to the energies that everything around, whatever is going around the object also you can read it. So then I understood, okay, that day was a great enlightening day for me because I understood, okay, there are two things. One is you receive something from your soul and something, that object is carrying some thoughts, could be yours, could be others, could be anybody's. So I understood, oh, okay, these are the two things. Then after that, I started making a lot of experiments. Whenever I used to feel anything, I used to give it enough wait time to see, not too much, but at least a good enough wait time to see whether it's coming from my soul or it's coming from, others' thoughts. But then the point is, after a lot of experiences, I understood either it's coming from your mind's thought or others' mind's thought or intuition. Execute it as far as it's not harming you or others. See, me giving that jacket or me giving a thing to other, it's finally a good thing only, right? So it has not harmed me, it has not harmed her. So anything around it, I can execute it. So what happens when you keep executing whatever you get? You get an experience out of it, and over the period of time you get a clear clarity what is from here, from your soul, and what is from others. But even for that, if we question, if it's coming from here or there, how do I do? No, execute. Maybe after 100 experiences you will know what is coming from the soul and what is coming from others thoughts. Not maybe, you will get it. I used to have this question underlined, whether it's coming from my mind, other. For me, it was my mind, others' mind, and also my intuition. Because very easily I can read the thoughts of others. So it was even a great confusion for me. So, these three things always used to linger. But then when I started just implementing all the things, then within due course of time, I understood how it feels when you get an intuition of your own, and how it feels when it is external thoughts, and how it you feel when it comes from the desires of your mind. So experiment, do execute everything. And one thing you have to make sure, it's not harming others and it is absolutely in the path of ahimsa. That's it.
Wonderful.
Wonderful question.
This, yeah, sorry, who is that? Did anyone ask some question? Okay. So, as you said, Shravya, intuition and the development of this intuition, it develops over a period of time along with us, along with our growth. So initially, I also, when you are saying that your experience, I related with my experience earlier. When I came to meditation, my intuition or my goal was different. And over a period of time, with my journey of experiences that I faced in my life, it completely changed and it evolved. Even our intuition gets evolved with along with us. So first thing is like whatever we get, we try it out, and we experience from that experience again. We learn something else. So even our intuition gets developed and becomes much more stronger. And as you said, when you practice much more meditation, it will be much more clearer. Even we don't need to try it. We will be very sure that yes, this is intuition. We have to go it. So that was a more, um, wonderful experience. And another question is like how you got to know, like, yes, this is, women empowerment is the one. And what made you, feel like that? Why only Vidyan? And say, tell something about Vidyan.
Yeah. So, answering the first question, So, firstly, what is Vidyan? So, Vidyan is a sub-body of PSSM, like how we have Pyramid Valley, how we have PMC. There are different sub-bodies in PSSM. So, similarly, Vidyan is also a sub-body in PSSM where specifically we ensure that we teach meditation to women, and basically it is for the spiritual empowerment of women. When a woman comes into meditation, it is very easy for the entire family to come into meditation. When a man comes into meditation, he may or may not be able to bring his family or others, but it comes very naturally to women that when they come into meditation, her entire immediate family first comes into meditation, and then the next circle. Why? First prime reason is the food, because women are the prime what do you call, the owners of taking care of the well-being of the family, especially when it comes to the food department, right? They take care of the cooking, they take care of the serving, they take care of the entire food system of the family. So they actually say that for the entire house, the energy mission or the energy powerhouse actually comes from kitchen. So women being the caretakers of that, it becomes, when a woman comes into meditation and with that enhanced energies, with the clarity of her wisdom, and when she becomes enlightened, or in that process of enlightenment, every day her energy keeps getting increased. With that energy, when she cooks and when that food people eat, very naturally things change from others within. And to explain this, I'll tell you a very small story very quickly. So, we all know the great epic story of Ramayana, right? And during that time, during that story of Ramayana, actually, Ravana kidnaps Sita Devi and he takes her to the Lanka. So there, once she is in Lanka, and where she actually spends a lot of time there, a lot of months there, what happens in due course of time, wherever she's staying in that Ashoka Vana, Ashoka Vatika, she's been actually guarded. A lot of women who are asuras, like the demons, they all are actually, they are there for her protection. And in due course of time, all the people around her, they become her friends, because they get influenced with her energies, with her wisdom, her words, that everybody get tuned to her. And in due course of time, the wife of Ravana, Mandodari, also, she gets very much impressed and influenced, right influenced, by Sita Devi. So one day when Sita Devi, when she'll sit there, all people will come to her just to talk. And at that time, they'll be having their food. In their plate, what will be there? Raw brinjals, raw potato, raw, everything is raw. Then Sita Devi looks at it and she asks, "What are you eating?" And they say, "Yeah, this is our food. We are very much, we enjoy it." Then she says, "No doubt you all are like this, because the food that you are eating have a direct impact on the person's, inner state." And then she takes some herbs from the trees and she just sprinkles on their food, and the complete taste of the food changes. And then she explains to them the importance of the sattvic cooking, where no, you shouldn't use certain ingredients, like how we have no garlic, no mushroom, no microwave, strict vegetarian food. That way she explains certain principles of sattvic cooking, and she says everybody should eat hot, should eat freshly prepared food, and she gives certain guidelines. Then Mandodari, the wife of Ravana, she hears everything and she gets highly inspired. She decides then, okay, then we should change the style of cooking. Immediately that day for lunch, she prepares exactly like how Sita Devi guides her, and she serves it to everybody. The moment people started, in that Lanka, when they smell that food, they actually felt very joyful and they wanted to eat. And at that time, Ravana's mother stops her and she says, "You tried with so many ways to change my son's heart towards Dharma. And when he's not listening, you actually found the way of sattvic cooking. Because when you cook it, the changes will come from the internal. Then Mandodri gets, realized that, oh, she already knew the principles of sattvic cooking, but she did not, and she ensured that it doesn't come to us, because when it comes and when you cook, the changes starts coming in the entire network. So that is the importance of cooking by a meditator themselves. There was a point of time when I used to order food from outside, I used to eat everything. Then one day suddenly I felt, and this change happened very recently, where I felt, no, I should only cook food prepared by my own hands. There is also a culture now, right now, especially in India, where we call cooks and we ask them to cook, right? But then what happens, every person who's going to other home and they're cooking, everybody have a kind of a very reason why they're doing it. It's not by great choice that they're cooking, but for their earning they're doing it, right? So what happens when they come and when they cook, the kind of state in which they are, that entire thing reflects in the cooking. And as a meditator, when we consume, slowly those their emotions, their thought patterns, it starts bringing a change within us. All people who are very close to Patriji, who have lived with Patriji, they all know Sir used to ensure that he used to cook and he used to serve to everybody. Why? That is one of the quickest ways where he can also pass his energies, his enlightenment through food, because that will directly change your inner systems. So from past many months in this year, one thing I have started is no outside food. If I, it's only the home prepared food or food which is prepared by my hands, or the immediate family members, or when you go out to a meditator's home, it's basically a pyramid masters, because it has a high influence on your internal system. And believe me, I have seen lot of changes after it. So coming to the point, why women, why Vidhyan is, when a woman changes, very easily every person around them, the family members, the immediate society, they change. Just not because of her mere words, but because of her presence, because of her cooking. And also in the due course of time, when we see, you really don't hear the word men empowerment, because men are already empowered because of the various reasons. Now more and more the women needs empowerment. And if you see, most in, especially in the cities like Bangalore, Mumbai, all these places, women are already very much empowered. But people who are living under uh, what do you call, under the hood of their father, husband, or son, all of them have to come out on their own. And the best way for a woman to become really empowered is through self empowerment, that is through meditation. So we don't go out and teach, any other thing to women except meditation, because when you meditate, you actually get that power within you get awakens, and through that the whole life of hers and her family, and thus the society changes. So that's why Vidyan is born. And through Vidyan, as I said, it is surely on the spiritual women empowerment, where every woman starts taking her own decisions. If I want to take a decision today, I don't have to ask anybody. It's not because nobody, people around me don't expect it. No, it's because I have designed my life in a way that if I want to take a decision, I will be the sole proprietor of it. Yes, for guidance, I may ask people around me, but final decision will be mine, right? And when I'm a meditator, additionally, when I know meditation, I can exactly know which decision to take, which decision I have to take that aligns with the blueprint of my soul. And thus, every woman has to live like this. That is called as real spiritual women empowerment. And Vidyan is here to establish that change and that transformation in this world. Yeah.
Lovely. So, when you said about women empowerment and the experience that you have been saying, once a woman in a family changes, a lot of changes happens. I practically experience it in my family, and also, I see so many people who have transformed into meditation. When we focus firstly on to women,
Hi, Sravya. Uh, Good morning.
Hello, sir.
I'm from Chennai. So great to hear your words, man. So practical and it is so touching. I have two questions. First question is, I'm doing regular practice of meditation and Swadhyaya, Sajjana Sangatya, but still getting pampered by parents, family. Why? And second question is, what is your opinion about money? Sometimes I crave for money for no reason. So these two questions running for a long time for me in my journey.
Can you clarify on your first question?
Yeah, first question, I'm following this meditation practice, but still the people around start to give a judgments, criticize who are close to me. And second question is about money. So importance of money.
Yes. So, answering your first question, it is very common that when one person in the family, when they come into meditation, there will be judgments. That is for very obvious reasons it happens, because meditation is a huge change. It just doesn't change your family or the generations, but it also affects the soul life cycles of that particular person and around him. So when you're doing something very transformative, we cannot expect that people will say, hey, do it, I'm with you. It happens rarely. Or, generically, if you ask, I don't think so. First, when a person comes into meditation, he has to do a lot of meditation, then he has to prove, he has to show, then people will be like, okay, whatever they're done, okay, it's something right. Because it's the hard old mindsets, right, which is following. When I came into meditation, every day I remember my parents used to say, why are you meditating? And it was the exams, exact the board exams time. So they used to every day tell me, don't sit in meditation now. It's not for this age, it's for the old age. It's when you have nothing to do in life and then you do meditation. Every day they used to tell me, every day I used to say, okay, and exactly at night 10 o'clock, I used to come and sit in meditation because uh, I used to feel maybe that time was the right time. So every day they used to scold, don't do. I was like, okay. And I used to come in front of their eyes, I used to sit in meditation. So, first of all, when you're in the path of meditation, when you're trying something, or you're in the path for many years, others things should not bother you. You should be very thick skinned to that, right? Only then it becomes very easy for you to go forward in this meditation. Remember, we are not here to convince anybody. When the conflict comes, when anyone says anything and you're like, no, I have to prove them, just forget about others. Everybody is in their soul's path, in their own path. They may come in this lifetime or next lifetime, just leave it. All you need to take care is of your soul's journey. So if others are not convinced or they are passing any comments or anything, just ignore. Ignore. You have done meditation from so many days. I'm sure you would have had your experiences, right? Just see those experiences. What counts ultimately is one thing, please remember, once we vacate the body and we go to the, before going to the higher worlds, there's something called as council. You go there and then they'll ask you certain questions. Okay, these things happened to you, what did you do? And at that time, if you say, I was meditating but my family members were not supporting and I really felt bad, there they will all look at it as a drama, big drama, things which are actually greatly bothers us here, it doesn't bother there. And we are not bodies, we are not minds, we are soul. Every moment when we remember or when we are in that realization we are souls, those things will not even touch us. So it's not on something them we have to work more on ourselves. That okay, I am the soul, then whatever they're saying doesn't concern me. Just move on, be thick skinned. Okay, and second thing about money. Yes, money is a great energy and it is very much important. See, when I came into meditation and when that time of decision making of it, whether going to job or staying back was there, I really wanted to do a lot of dhyana prachara. And I saw that, okay, if I join the job now, there won't be, I will not have time. Time is very important for all of us to do any kind of activity, right? Then I didn't want it to get compromised. But someone rightly gave me an advice at that time, it will earn your independence. Money earns you independence, right? Money is a great energy if you ask me. You should, at least as a spiritual seeker, you should ensure the basics are very much covered. Food, shelter, clothing, basic all requirements should definitely be covered. See, on we cannot say we don't care about money because at the end of the day it matters, right? Even to run a Zoom session, you need to pay money. You need to pay money to the Zoom, right? So to do Dhyana Prachara, that is a mean. So we cannot ignore it. First of all, ensure at least the basics are well covered. Until then, you tell your mind, okay, I have to cover the basics. I have to earn money because I have to eat my food, I have to take care of my family, and I have to do, if I have to sit right now in meditation, there are certain other responsibilities which I have to take care. And for that, money is needed. We cannot say money is not needed, it is needed. Array, to even conduct a meditation session, we need money, right? 15 people are coming to your home. You have to feed them water, basics, right? Then you have to participate in vegetarian rallies. You need to have that quotes, quotations. You need to print. You need to have money. You want to construct a pyramid. You are a great visionary. You want to construct a pyramid. How about money? We need it, right? See, it is not the primary thing. Never keep money before spirituality, but at least ensure that money doesn't come on the way of spirituality. You don't have money in your pocket and you sit in meditation, more than 50% of your energy will be dragged with that one thought, what next? That's why I'm saying take care of the basics. Okay, basically I have a home to stay, I have enough food, I have shelter. Okay, that much money is taken care. Rest, it is your call whether you want to be inclined towards earning of money or you want to give more time towards spirituality. That's your call. That's absolutely your call. Yeah, so that is what I would like to say.
Thank you,
Yes.
Sravya. Thank you, Dana.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thanks for raising this question, Dana, because adding to what Dana was asking, I also face this, especially in our study in PSSM. People feel that whenever we are doing some kind of sort of activities outside, expecting money is something wrong. But we have to remove that notation that money is wrong. Money is an energy; it has to flow. If it gets stagnant somewhere, then that is a problem. When you work only for money, it's a problem. But if you work for for your intuition, and money is a byproduct, it should be like that. If you work only for money, then it's a problem.
Right.
So you should not stuck in that flow. Money has to flow as a energy. So that is what I personally feel. And Shravya, adding to this question, one more question from my end. So when you started your career as a coach, uh, you have to go outside and take sessions, and you might be taking sessions for paid sessions. So what you feel when you're doing it, I don't know whether you're doing it a paid session or not, but if at all, if you are doing it as a paid session, do you think that, okay, how you face this kind of questions? I just wanted to hear from you. This is my intention, what I said. So what is your viewpoint on this?
Yeah, see, first of all, um, as of now, till now, I have not taken any paid sessions because, see, for us, teaching of meditation is absolutely free, and that comes from the principles of 18 guiding principles that there should not be any money exchange involved in teaching of meditation, right? So, when you're teaching meditation to a person, as far as how much ever is my knowledge and wisdom considered is there, we don't take money for that because it is something we are guiding people in the path of enlightenment. But after that meditation you have taught, okay, and if people need further guidance or anything, for that, if you are asking can I take money for guiding or for counseling, it goes absolutely for a personal choice, and that would not invade any of the principles, right? Like if you have a capability of counseling others, okay, you can really help them, but now your time is very much valuable in that, and now you are in a dilemma, can I take money for this or not? So for that, those kind of things, it's a personal choice. Either you can give it for free or you can take paid sessions for that. That's absolutely your choice. But when it comes to teaching of meditation, as per the principles of 18 guiding principles of PSSM, one must not take money. That's it. Very simple. So, teaching of meditation, you can keep it for free. Maybe anything after that, it's your choice, however you do it.
Yeah. And we have one more question from Rama Mailapur. I want to be part of Vidhyan meditation. How is it possible to be part of this group? You
Yeah.
already answered. Yeah,
Just
thank you.
my WhatsApp number.
Yeah, any other questions from the participants? You can raise your hands. Yeah, Gangadhar. Yeah, Gangadhar.
Yeah. Um, Thank you for the like a session. Today it's very good. So just I have one question like on garlic and mushroom. So I understood like being like converting to vegetarian, many people are like encouraging. So I'm also realizing for that, but I still have like a confusion like why garlic and why mushroom, why it is not eatable, or why we should stop eating them. Still I have like a doubt on that. So like when for a garlic, like in Ayurveda or something, it's good. Many people says that, and the mushroom, it has like a many minerals and many values in the mushrooms. So recently we started like a mushroom, like from childhood we were not like provided that mushroom, and recently we started like eating mushroom. So yeah, so how it affects us?
Yes, sir. So, first thing is, see, when you go with the topic of, it says that it is beneficial, in that way even people promote non-veg a lot, saying it has protein, it is good for health. But when you actually see it from the perspective of spiritual science and law of karma, you know that it is not good for you, right? Because it creates so many other things. Same goes with garlic and mushroom also, although it has a physical evidence that these things are beneficial, but when you actually look behind the screen what is happening or what kind of impact it has on your body, then you will actually, not just body, mind and soul, then you will know why it is not, it shouldn't be had. So when it comes to garlic is one thing. When you consume, it creates holes in your astral body. So meditation, why do we do meditation? Coming back to the basic question, reasons can be many, but what happens when we do meditation is, over the due course of time, the astral body gains enough energy that it can go out and it can do astral travel. Again, people may ask, it doesn't happen to me, it doesn't happen to me. So astral travel, either you have experienced it or not, for all the meditators it happens. That is when you sit in meditation, could be for half an hour. After you wake up, you sense that something has changed within you, but you don't know exactly what is that. But it would have happened with everybody, where you sat in meditation, you woke up and you're like, something really changed today. So what is that something? That astral body goes out, it gains that knowledge and wisdom from the astral worlds, it comes back. Since it's a part of you, you suddenly feel something has changed. But as a person is not so much aware or conscious, he may not know exactly what has changed, but he understands that something has changed. So that is meditation. That is what happens with everybody in during meditation. When they sit, they go out, the astral body goes out, it comes back with wisdom. That is when a truth is said to you. Or when people say be a vegetarian, suddenly they're like, yes, you're right. When they say, you create your own reality, you say, yes, you're right. That feeling comes from inner. Whatever this person is saying or whatever the point is there in the book, it's right, because the astral body already has that information. How? Because it's doing astral travel during the meditation. So now what happens, this astral body gains enough energy to take that flight. Just like when the flight has to take off, it needs more power, right? So similarly, the astral body also needs more power to go. So now what happens when a person eats garlic, in that astral body, the holes are created. So what happens now, when you sit in meditation, all the energy is gone to repair those holes. Those holes are, by the time holes are closed, you wake up. And then you're like, meditation is not good for me today. Then again you eat garlic, next day again you sit. Again there are holes in the astral body. Again, that half an hour, it just goes in the repair. Your vehicle is ready and then you wake up. Sometimes what happens, the vehicle is ready, it goes, it comes off, then you wake up. But then it becomes a everyday process, where every day you're in step 1. You're going step 1, you're eating, going to step 2, you're eating garlic, coming to step 1. Again in meditation, you know. So when will you sit? When will the astral body go? When will it gain energy? When will it come back? When will it get realized? When will that, all the karmas will burn in the fire of knowledge? We say that karma gets burnt in the fire of knowledge, not fire of meditation, right? So in order for us to become knowledgeable, that astral body has to get that information. In order to get that information, it has to go. In order to go, it needs energy. And if you eat garlic, that energy keeps getting depleted. So the moment you decide, okay, I'm not going to eat garlic, that decision, when you make it, what happens? That very moment, the body gets set. That's why Patriji told me, if you want to become enlightened, don't eat garlic. Because when I stop eating garlic, the astral body is ready to go take knowledge, come back. And in that knowledge, all the karmas gets burnt, and hence I get enlightened, right? So that's why no garlic. It may physically show a lot of benefits, but actually it is harming your spiritual growth. Physically, yes, it has this, that, but actually in reality it's causing a great harm. Coming to mushrooms, it doesn't have the green pigment inside it. So it doesn't have life inside it. Why do we eat food? Because it has prana shakti. When we eat it, that prana shakti increases in us, right? It actually gives us fuel to go further. But mushroom doesn't have any prana shakti because it doesn't have prana. It doesn't have that green pigment, that life enhancing force. It doesn't have those energies. So no point eating it. Third is microwave. Any food you put inside microwave, it will damage those energies. Like if a food item has an energy of 10, when you put it inside microwave, it becomes 0. If you put a food item inside microwave which has 0 or 1% energy, it goes into minus. You understand it? it just sucks out all the energy. So, before when I used to go to any place where people used to, even though it's completely vegetarian, but if they put it inside microwave and they take, the energies are gone, and that gone energies, when it goes inside your system, it disturbs you like anything. Again, you have to gain back your energies through meditation. That's why these three things are very strict no's. So when you know the science behind it, it becomes more easy for you to follow it.
Thank
And
you.
there are
Yeah,
lakhs of people following it already.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
adding to what Sravya said, garlic, what it does in very simple terms, Gangadhar. So when you are doing the practice of meditation, you are developing the spiritual energy within yourself. You listen to so many concepts and you start implementing it in your life, and a lot of changes happening in your life, right? You need a lot of spiritual energy for that. Taking garlic, what will happen will make you more rajasic, or tamasic qualities are there for that. So you will not feel like, what you will be listening so many things, you will be practicing meditation, as Shravya was saying, you will be doing everything, but still you will not find that spiritual energy growing within you, and you will feel like, "Arey, I can't do it," and you feel like a little demotivated or something. Yes, of course, garlic is good for physical body, but along
Okay.
with physical body, we are other bodies also. We are spiritual body, we are emotional body, we have different other bodies. So
Okay.
everything has to be spiritually.
Okay.
So taking garlic is something like a stopping force for us. It should
Okay.
not be a force. Yeah.
Okay.
And other foods like microwave or and the mushroom, it is equal to a dead food. There is no prana in it. Every food carries some prana in it, prana shakti. When you take it, it will get integrated with your body, and when you keep it in the microwave, what will happen, that waves will make that prana dead, and it will be equal to a dead food. So that is why we don't recommend to eat those kind of foods. Yeah. Preeta.
Hi, Sravya. I absolutely loved your session. Everything that you spoke resonated with me because I am someone who also uh, would like to work in the area of women empowerment, and I go about giving them a lot of emotional support. And whenever people are looking for jobs, and I'm totally inspired to find my path. Thank you so much for that.
That's wonderful, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you
And
for
I'm already following you on Insta, and I would love to be part of VDHyan, as Rama already said.
sure. Thank you. Thank you. Just connect with me over WhatsApp, and I would
Sure,
love to.
I will. I will.
Well,
Thank you.
thank you, Preeta ma'am. Thank you. I think there are some other person who wanted to contact you. I think you have shared the number. You can contact Shravya so that you can be part of Vidyan. Yes. Any other questions from the participants? No other questions, we can close. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, Shravya, for giving your valuable time and sharing your experiences. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nikhil. I really loved coming here and sharing my experience. Actually, I'm not an early morning person, but I really liked the change today. The start of the day, if it is with meditation and with empowerment, spiritual empowerment, it always something it's really appreciated. So, thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Shravya. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Have a nice day. Bye.